In professional sports, few teams ignite passion and controversy like the Dallas Cowboys. The blue star isn't just a logo, it's a cultural lightning rod. You either love them or love to hate them. This polarizing status keeps the Cowboys at the center of every football conversation, no matter their record. The hate often feels outsized, rooted in old narratives and fueled by their massive popularity and Jerry Jones's larger-than-life persona. Every loss is a national crisis. Every win is doubted. No other team faces this level of scrutiny. The Cowboys are expected to be perfect, and anything less is called a failure. But is the criticism truly fair, or just a product of their outsized presence in sports culture? Let's cut through the noise and look at the real story behind America's most talked-about team. The America's Team nickname wasn't born in a boardroom, it came from the field, from the roar of the crowd, and from the undeniable presence of the Dallas Cowboys wherever football was played. The story of how the Cowboys became a national icon is as much about their on-field success as it is about their cultural impact. In 1978, NFL Films' Bob Ryan noticed Cowboys fans everywhere, even in rival stadiums, and dubbed them America's Team. It wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was a reflection of reality. No matter where the Cowboys played, their fans showed up in droves, waving the iconic blue star and making their presence felt. The Cowboys of the 70s, led by the stoic Tom Landry and the heroic Roger Staubach, were perennial contenders, appearing in 5 Super Bowls and winning 2. Their disciplined style, combined with thrilling moments on the field, made them must-watch television and inspired countless young fans to dream of wearing the star. Their clean image and innovative play made them a national TV staple, building a fan base that stretched far beyond Texas. The Cowboys became a household name, with games broadcast coast to coast, and kids from California to New York started rooting for the team in silver and blue. The 90s dynasty, powered by Jerry Jones and the triplets, Aikman, Smith, and Irvin, won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, adding flash and swagger to the brand. Their high-powered offense and larger-than-life personalities brought a new generation of fans into the fold, and the Cowboys' star became a symbol of both excellence and entertainment. This multi-era success, spanning decades and different rosters, cemented the Cowboys as a national phenomenon. Few teams in any sport have managed to stay so relevant so consistently across generations. Their legacy of winning and showmanship created a fan base that spans generations in geography. From grandparents who watched the early Super Bowls to kids wearing Cowboys jerseys today, the team's reach is truly nationwide. Even decades after their last championship, the Cowboys' star still shines as brightly as ever. The team's games remain among the most watched in the NFL, and their brand is recognized around the world. Their story is one of sustained excellence and unmatched popularity, a blend of sports achievement and cultural influence that few franchises can claim. That's why, love them or hate them, the Cowboys remain America's team. A team that represents not just a city but the spirit and spectacle of football itself. There's a saying in sports, people love a winner until they don't. The thrill of victory can quickly turn into something else entirely, especially when a team dominates for too long. Fans who once cheered with admiration can become the loudest critics, and the line between respect and resentment blurs. The Cowboys' 90s dominance, fueled by swagger, star power, and constant TV exposure, made them the face of the NFL. Their success was impossible to ignore, and for a while it seemed like everyone wanted to be part of the Cowboys' winning story. But as the victories piled up, so did the envy and frustration from rival fans and even neutral observers. After their last Super Bowl in 1996, the narrative shifted dramatically. The team that once inspired awe now became a target for criticism and skepticism. The spotlight stayed fixed on Dallas, but the wins didn't follow. Each season brought new hope, but also new disappointments, as the team struggled to recapture its former glory. Critics began to mock the America's Team label, seeing it as empty hype for a franchise living off its past. The nickname, once a badge of honor, became a punchline for late-night hosts and sports radio callers alike. Every playoff failure became a national event, dissected by analysts and debated by fans across the country. Even small successes were dismissed as not good enough for a team with such a storied history. The Cowboys' own history set a standard almost impossible to match. For Dallas, anything less than a championship is seen as falling short, and the weight of those expectations grows heavier with each passing year. This is the paradox. Their legendary past now fuels the harshest criticism. The more iconic their legacy, the more intense the scrutiny, and the louder the doubters. The Cowboys are measured against their own myth, trapped by expectations few teams ever face. Every loss is magnified, every misstep becomes a headline, and the pressure never truly fades. Their story is no longer just about football, it's about the burden of being the sport's most famous franchise. The Cowboys are a cultural phenomenon, with fans and critics alike invested in every move they make. That's the price of glory in Dallas. For the Cowboys, greatness comes with a cost. The higher you climb, the more the world waits for you to fall. Critics often claim the Dallas Cowboys are all hype and no substance, but if you dig into the numbers, a very different picture emerges, one that's hard to ignore. The narrative around the Cowboys is often shaped by their massive fan base and constant media attention, but the reality is, their on-field performance has been among the NFL's most impressive in recent years. Since 2021, under head coach Mike McCarthy, Dallas has achieved 3 consecutive 12-win seasons, a feat matched only by the Kansas City Chiefs, the league's current gold standard. This level of consistency is rare in today's NFL, where parity reigns and every season brings new challenges. In 2023, the Cowboys didn't just win games, they dominated offensively, leading the entire NFL in scoring. Quarterback Dak Prescott threw for 36 touchdowns, showcasing his elite playmaking ability, and finished second in MVP voting, cementing his status as one of the league's top quarterbacks. Their offense has consistently ranked among the league's best, not just in points, but also in total yards and overall efficiency. With playmakers like CeeDee Lamb and a dynamic supporting cast, Dallas has become a nightmare for opposing defenses. On the other side of the ball, defensive coordinator Dan Quinn has built a unit that finished top 5 in both points and yards allowed. The defense is aggressive, fast, and opportunistic, with stars like Micah Parsons and DaRon Bland making game-changing plays week after week. Parsons is a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate, terrorizing quarterbacks and anchoring the defense. Meanwhile, DaRon Bland set an NFL record with 5 pick-sixes in 2023, a testament to the unit's ability to turn defense into instant offense. When you combine a top-5 offense with a top-5 defense, you get a team that's not just good on paper. They're legitimate Super Bowl contenders, capable of beating anyone on any given Sunday. The data is clear. The Cowboys aren't just media darlings or a product of hype, they're an elite team by every statistical measure, consistently ranking among the league's best in nearly every major category. While playoff success remains the ultimate goal, dismissing their regular season dominance overlooks just how difficult it is to win consistently in today's NFL. Every week is a battle, and the Cowboys have proven they can rise to the challenge. The Cowboys' ability to maintain this level of excellence year after year is something few franchises can claim. Their consistency is rare, and it absolutely deserves recognition from fans and critics alike. So the next time someone calls the Cowboys overrated, remember, the facts and the stats simply don't back that up. The Cowboys' playoff drought is real, but it's not unique. Since 1995, Dallas hasn't reached the NFC Championship, fueling endless mockery. But other storied franchises, like the Dolphins, Bills, and even the Ravens, have faced similar or longer title droughts. The difference? Dallas's failures are magnified by their massive fan base and media spotlight. A Cowboys playoff loss is national news. For most teams, it's just another season's end. The NFL playoffs are brutal. One bad day can end a year's work. Dallas's regular season success is ignored, while their postseason stumbles are exaggerated. The criticism is real, but the narrative is overblown. Winning a Super Bowl is incredibly hard. Only one team does it each year. The Cowboys' struggles are shared by many, but only they wear the target. Any Cowboys discussion starts with Jerry Jones and coach Mike McCarthy. Jones turned the Cowboys into a $9 billion global brand, building Jerry World and making the team a marketing powerhouse. His business genius keeps the Cowboys relevant and flush with resources. On the field, McCarthy has delivered 3 straight 12-win seasons, bringing stability and a winning culture. Their partnership, Jones's vision, McCarthy's coaching, has kept Dallas competitive in a league built for parity. The Cowboys draft well, develop talent, and consistently contend. While playoff results haven't matched expectations, the foundation is strong. Dismissing their achievements ignores the reality. They're not just a brand, they're a perennial contender. The Jones-McCarthy era is about more than headlines, it's about sustained excellence. The Cowboys fan base is a phenomenon. Massive, passionate, and everywhere. Cowboys Nation stretches across all 50 states and around the globe, forged in the glory days of the 70s and 90s. Their support fills stadiums, home and away, and drives TV ratings through the roof. Merchandise sales and social media engagement are always at the top of the league. This isn't just a team, it's a cultural movement. A TAN-DT Stadium is electric, but the real story is the sea of blue and silver at every road game. Cowboys fans aren't fair weather. They've endured decades without a title, but their loyalty never wavers. Critics mock, but the fan base remains steadfast, bonded by tradition and identity. This passionate support is the engine behind the America's Team moniker. In the NFL, no fan base matches the Cowboys for size, dedication, or impact. As the 2025 season approaches, the Cowboys are once again legitimate contenders. The core that delivered 3 straight 12-win seasons remains, hungry for playoff redemption. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb form one of the league's most dangerous duos, backed by a strong offensive line. The offense is proven, explosive, and ready to score with anyone. On defense, Micah Parsons leads a unit built on speed and playmaking, with Trayvon Diggs and DaRon Bland anchoring the secondary. The sting of past playoff losses fuels their motivation. This veteran group knows the stakes. Regular season wins aren't enough. With talent, experience, and hunger, the Cowboys have all the ingredients for a deep playoff run. Writing them off now ignores the real potential of this roster. The Cowboys are often caricatured as all brand, no substance, but that's just not true. Their relevance is proven by ratings, headlines, and the emotions they stir in fans and rivals alike. The facts: 3 straight 12-win seasons, a roster loaded with stars, and the most powerful brand in sports. Focusing only on playoff failures tells half the story. This isn't about demanding fandom, it's about honest assessment. You don't have to like the Cowboys, but their accomplishments deserve respect. Judging them solely on a few playoff games ignores the grind of the NFL season. The Cowboys have earned their place as a premier NFL franchise. It's time to move past tired narratives and acknowledge reality. Love them or hate them, the Dallas Cowboys are here to stay.